What are you doing today to make the world a better place? We're a little bit crooked today, but that's all right. We'll figure this out. Hey, it's Liddy Winterstrom, and I am here to help you find your purpose and to make my tripod stand straight. That's my purpose today. Wow, that is better. Hope you are doing well today. So today, the passage is for September 9th, day 253, 113 days left in 2024, 69.13% complete. Wow, wow, wow. We started this journey together. If you've been with me since the beginning, we started, I think it was November 13th is the day of 23. And then we finished the year. I just started on November 13th. What have I started? 365 days of positive self-talk for finding your purpose. I started that on November 13th, and then we finished out the year, starting from that day to the finish of the year. And then we started all over again from day one. That was the coolest thing, to start all over again, finish and then start all over. And so here we are, winding down the year. Well, we're on the other side of it. We're not winding it down yet. Oh, no, we're not. We still have lots to accomplish in 24. So what are you doing today to make the world a better place? Whether it's, so now I'm going to read. I read you a passage every single day from Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book, this book here. And this is the passage for September 9th. What am I doing today to make the world a better place? Whether it's a big step or a small step, if it makes the world better, it counts. Does what you're doing make the world better? Even if it's a smile in a grocery store or in traffic, or letting someone pass you that's in a big hurry, whether they are or not, and waving them, letting them get in front of you, or just wherever you are, it's so wonderful. And it's the more that we give of ourselves and love freely, the more we get back. It's just this beautiful recipe for happiness. When we give, we receive. And so let's read this, let's spin it around, because I love spinning it around, and think of it as your higher self that is talking to you. Like when you're talking to you and you say your name, like if I say, Lenny, today you might want to smile a lot more and be whatever it is. It's my higher self talking to me. Like, see it that way. Try seeing it that way and see how that feels. What are you doing today to make the world a better place? Whether it's a big step or a small step, if it makes the world better, it counts. Isn't that fun? I think that's a really wonderful thing to do when you are thinking about the things that you do for other people, and how life unfolds and how you're feeling about that life unfolding for you. So I'm going to do something right here and see if I can, there we go. This is we're in a motorhome, an RV park. So I just needed to fix something. So when you think about it, and you think about what you're doing, and what you're giving, what you're receiving through giving, it really is it's really something that comes internally, and if you just are there for someone else, and not even someone else, what about like all the stray dogs that we've found here, and all the things that we have done for here, that like myself and my daughter, and then all the people who have done things for us in our situation, has been absolutely fantabulous. What just that exchange and feeling that limo just went behind. It's every single day that limo goes, takes people to the steakhouse. It's the managing partners. I guess there are four. There's two brothers. I think I'm correct on this. I don't know. This is the Big Texan RV park, RV ranch. It's a ranch, And we're all wrangled in. See, all the motorhomes are wrangled in. Well, that's ours. You can't even see all the other ones. I'm on the end, and then there's cabins. Really, it's a fun place. They didn't have this. They built it all last year, Not the whole place, but just the cabins and a lot of the new stuff. It's really kind of cool. So this whole thing of giving and receiving, it has been just, it's such a wonderful thing to think about in your life. Like, what have you given, what have you received, and how has it felt for you to give, and how has it felt for you to receive? So that has been a very big teacher for me during this time here at the Big Texan RV Ranch. I know I was talking about the two brothers, but I don't really know. And then there's the managing partner, Andy. That guy has helped so many people. He helped me by staying here and other things. And so this is part of me being here and having this whole experience of receiving has been a humongous teacher for me, because I have a lady, her name is Michelle, I've mentioned her before, and she has taken the dogs out twice a day. In the very beginning, when Steve was, my husband Steve, was, if you're just now following me, but when he first went into the ICU, and she continued to do it until about like 3 weeks ago or something, and the only reason she's not doing it is because they have allowed us to take the dogs in. So it's a specialty hospital. So, and they're so good, Feather and Happy Beans. So they go in and they're kind of therapy dogs. The nurses and everyone take them and they go into the other patients' rooms, and for those who want, to touch a dog, and we got them, and have the dogs snuggle with them and everything. It's been a really nice experience. But just that receiving, and even receiving the ability to take the dogs with me so I don't have to worry about them being in the motorhome, that's been a huge one for me. I was so worried because it was so hot, it got to 108. And at one point, the air conditioner stopped. It wasn't working correctly and it had to be reset, but I didn't know that. I've learned a lot. I have been a receiver of a lot of learning since I've been here. And we even got a new toilet. I received a new toilet. I bought it, but it's the best, because the other one wasn't working very well, and I didn't want to flood. I didn't want to come home after seeing Steve all day and then come home to a flooded RV. We already had that issue with the washing machine. So it's been quite the journey, but that receiving, just think about all of that, and it's like, what this whole thing is. I love thinking about this passage. What am I doing today to make the world a better place? Whether it's a big or a small step, if it makes the world better, it counts. Whatever you are doing, whether you're giving, if you're receiving and feeling grateful for it, and boy, it is just crazy loud here. The freeway, I-40, is just right to my right. So that would look like it's to your left. But it is really, I know people here. This is crazy. It's like a little town. Well, the ones that work here and the ones who live here, there are people who actually live here year round. But it's just so wonderful to think about receiving and feeling grateful, and what are you putting out? Like, what kind of energy are you putting out? I went around, and yesterday, for Michelle, the person who has done so much for me, I found out that her hubby has, some health issues, and not anything huge or anything. But I got my little herbal collection, and I went over and gave him this and gave him that, and said, you might want to try these things. And they're so grateful. It's the giving and receiving. You never know. You just never know what kind of, when you are, whatever you're putting out to make the world a better place, and it feels good, and you're receiving, and that feels good, and you're grateful for it, and that's what you're putting out. Just think about that as part of your purpose. Like, what feels good to you? I'm always doing my very best to help you find your purpose, to actually pinpoint, what is my purpose? Beyond, I'm here to help other people, because hopefully every single one of us is here to do that. And it might be just one person, or it might be a bunch of people, or it might be, our family or whoever, but we're here to help others. That's service to others rather than service to self. So when it's the law of one, have you read the law of one? Service to others, service to self. it's it truly is when you are about giving of your skills and talents and abilities and resources and everything that you have, your time to volunteer or whatever it is. This is, and it feels good to you. That's service to others, and sharing what you have learned and teaching. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it as a job, as a career, as your work, your art, whatever it is. That is service to others. Service to self is, it's all about me. It's all about me, and very low frequency and low vibe and all of that, and it's all about me. So it's really never all about you, unless you, in that way, it's really all, because the truth is, each one of us is just, my truth is, let me just tell you my truth, because I believe this, and this may not be your truth, but it is my truth, and so I speak it very freely here on my channel, because it is a very strong belief of mine, based on research, feeling, my own meditations, the messages that I have received, and how I feel, and everything. So I don't know why I went into that big old thing, but truly, because I don't want to say you have to believe this. My truth, I do believe that we are all part of the one. That we are not here to try and create wars and hurt others and all of that, because when we do that to one, we do it to others. We do it to ourselves, not to others. We do it to ourselves. So, because we're part of the whole. Remember the little drops of the ocean. So I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example of like one drop of the ocean like hurting another drop of the ocean. I'm going to steal your molecule of magnesium. and it, it's all going to go back to the one, so it doesn't matter what happens. Maybe it steals a drop of magnesium, I don't know, but maybe it steals a few electrons, one drop from the other drop, and then the other one evaporates a lot faster, so it goes, so basically it kills it, right? I don't even know if that could happen, but one drop to the other, I highly doubt it, since the drops probably are not conscious like that. Definitely energy, definitely intelligent, but I don't think they consciously say, I'm going to steal your molecule of your electrons. But anyway, it truly is. But then no matter what, even if the electrons and it dissipates or it goes into whatever, then it goes into the sky and then comes back down as rain. So then it goes back into the ocean. So we're all one. I'm really a scientist and didn't know it. Can you tell? So anyway, that was September 9th. What am I doing today to make the world a better place? Whether it's a big step or a small step, if it makes the world better, it counts. There you go. I love you so very, very mucho. And I know you can do this. You can find your purpose. You can activate it. You can do absolutely anything you want. And I believe in you. I really, really believe in you. Always look into the description, because I have the free 30-day link for your self-talk app to change your self-talk, the way that you talk to yourself. Hopefully it's in a very positive way. Most of us, over 77% of what we say to ourselves is false, negative, is hurtful, harmful to us, is counterproductive, because it didn't start out that way. Like we took it and we started repeating whatever was in our brain, the neuroplasticity. So our brain's like a computer, and it was recorded once, and then we heard it again, whatever that was, and then we heard it again and again. It was repeated, whatever the message was from society, from parents, from peers or siblings, whatever, teachers, coaches. We heard it over and over and over, or religion, whatever it was. And then all of a sudden we started just saying it to ourselves. And it's like, is that true? We didn't even question it. It just became true for us, and now it's a program. It's true for you, so now it's a program. And it was, and maybe it's negative or harmful. 77% of those running in our brains. That's what's happening. In our subconscious, it's over 90, and some people say even over like 95% or even more. So that's what's running you. Your programs are running you. Truly, when you talk to someone, you are talking to their programs, their mental programs. And when they're talking to you, they're talking to yours. Choose your programs. Choose to have programs that serve you, that uplift you, that empower you, and that uplift and empower others, service to others, right? What are you doing today to make the world a better place? Whether it's a big step or a small step, if it makes the world better, it counts. By gosharoos. I love you so very, very much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, starting of your day, wherever you are. And as always, shining my light to brighten yours. And we'll see you for the 10th. Ciao.